Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt and this is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching episode 6 of The Haunting of Hill House. What did you think of last episode?
I mean, continually, every time you ask me that, this series is just incredible.
Yeah.
And the last episode was like a masterpiece.
It was just so good. I mean, the writing was so excellent to do that big reveal of Nell.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of flipped the whole, I guess, the way you would see the ghost, as in the first 4 episodes we saw the bent neck lady as a scary figure that was haunting Nell. But it was more Nell kind of seeing her life flash before her eyes, and that was the haunting part.
Right. Just every episode has been fantastic from the start. We have now officially made it through each sibling.
Right, so like you said last episode, maybe we will follow the parents now?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if it's going to go to the parents or if we're going to kind of get everybody together.
Yeah, maybe it'll be, for the second half of the season, it will be everyone is in every episode.
Right. So the way that they interconnected everything, though, was ridiculous. And then the actress, Victoria, I'm going to butcher her last name, so I'm not going to say it, who plays Nell. I knew her from You.
Yeah.
And that's the first time that I saw her. But just wow. Like, she's a phenomenal actress.
Yeah. I know she's in more of Mike Flanagan's stuff, so that would be cool to check out.
Yeah.
Plus, You's a great show, so I can't wait for season 3 of that also.
Yeah.
So, but for now, I'm super excited to dive into this episode.
Yeah, me too.
So if you would like to see the full-length reaction to this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on our Instagrams, Twitch, or Twitter, all those links will be in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episode. We were kind of used to knowing that every episode was going to be about a specific sibling, so now it's kind of like, I'm afraid of like, ooh, what's going to happen now?
Yeah, what are we getting into now? We're gonna have to get in the red room at some point, I imagine.
Yeah. In movies, they always say that they look like they're sleeping. She doesn't look like she's sleeping. She looks dead.
Jeez.
She looks great. You did a really good job, as usual.
Thanks.
But she doesn't look like she's sleeping. How bad was it? How did she look?
Yeah, her neck must have been destroyed.
You might want to slow down. It's going to be a long night.
Different ways of coping.
Yeah.
This can be a problem for Luke.
If he tries for it, Steve can take him back to the hotel.
We get to watch him come down. Flies across the country to puke on his dead sister.
He wasn't on drugs.
Hide our purses, though.
Jeez. I'm surprised they have the body out now when it's not until tomorrow.
I was kind of thinking that too, but
They stay fresh that long?
she's
Yeah,
embalmed. So I think, yeah.
Someone should have told her she didn't have to try this hard.
It's just a little rain.
So far, this has just been one shot, too. We haven't had any cuts.
Oh, yeah.
It's not too bad. Long.
Oh, Luke.
We got a mountain of food, anything you want.
Sorry, I can't.
I wonder how his twin feeling is now that she's gone.
Actually clean a little while
So
now.
what was with the jailbreak?
Long story.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Steve believes him.
I thought I could do it. I know. She's right there. Take your time.
Finally, Steve being like a good big brother. I mean, I'm sure he was in the past at some point.
We just haven't really seen it.
Yeah.
You want some iced tea?
Iced tea?
You got it. You got it. Great. Thanks, Kev.
Oh, he's so nice.
Yeah.
If you were married, you'd know that sometimes people need a little room.
Don't care. Get you a drink.
Thank Christ.
We haven't seen them all be like civil and nice to each other in a while. It's a shame it has to be around this circumstance.
Yeah.
We got this.
It's not as bad as it is in your head. She doesn't look like she's sleeping.
Probably better today than tomorrow.
Yeah, get it out of the way now.
That's her, detective. Positive. Jeez. Shit, Cheryl.
You think this would have been Luke?
It's crazy.
Right.
I'm drinking every time I feel like punching something.
Oh no.
With their mom?
Together.
I think it might be the mom
Get it together.
with the nightgown on.
Yeah.
Oh, and she does not look good. Get it together as in this is not new for him.
Okay.
I feel like he would have been a little bit more shocked if that was the first time he's seen the mom.
She killed herself in that goddamn house. You spoke to the coroner, right?
Right? She hung herself. Her neck was broken.
Well, what then, Dr. Crane?
Punch.
Still this shot.
Right? Yeah, they're just doing one shot.
You put yourself in first class and made Dad fly coach?
Listen, it's not like we were really talking each other's ears off before that.
Oh, that must be him.
I wonder if we're gonna find out more here.
Yeah.
A little late.
Whoa. Is that how he sees his kids?
Thanks
Oh,
for being
no way. They're just cycling through. They just gotta be hidden right around the wall or something.
Got tons to eat, plenty to drink.
This is Kevin's coping mechanism. He turns into a waiter.
Kevin's doing a great job.
I'm just sorry that we have to be here. Look at them, they're all grown up. Under these circumstances that we have to be here under.
That was interesting.
Is he talking to his wife?
I think he might be.
There's definitely a lot of hostility between him and Steve.
Wow. I can't imagine how that must feel for him to see her in there.
You did,
Shit, she's in the back.
not too much makeup. Sometimes they put too much makeup on them.
This is incredible. Is he still in the same house? This is terrifying.
Yeah.
No, this is not.
This is Hill House.
Oh my god, the way that this just transitioned. God.
Oh, man. Where'd you go?
Wandering. Maybe I was sleepwalking. I had the strangest dream.
Someone broke the sanitier.
Chandelier, it just fell.
What the hell happened?
But you know what storms do? They pass.
That's hail.
What a storm.
And the rain can freeze.
Explains why my room is freezing.
No, it doesn't.
My window just broke. I'm fine.
Let me go check it out.
This is so stressful.
It's like someone threw a rock through it.
Let's count how long it takes until we hear thunder.
The two people who are dead.
2.
2 miles.
Pretty close.
One was actually closer.
Hey, it's okay.
That one was super close.
Flashlight's in the kitchen.
Okay.
No, no, stop going that way.
Redneck lady! Redneck lady!
I can't handle this episode.
But they won't hurt us, okay? They're not here to hurt us. All right, I got yours.
Man.
Tap on my hand. Thought you hated this house.
3. See? It's moving away. Where's your sister?
No, come on.
Nellie?
The whole time I
She just couldn't feel her with the glove on? Damn
only a
it,
few
Nell.
seconds. Feel her hand the entire
It's
time.
okay. I know. She's gonna be okay.
How do you know?
Is Nell in the red room?
Oh, I don't know, she could be. The storm could have blown the door open.
We got this. Okay? Luke. Luke.
Wow, that was the first cut the entire time.
Luke,
So he was a great big brother back in the day.
All words are made up at first.
Padded, puffy envelope. Puffalo.
Buffalo.
I like it.
I'm trying to drink her back to life. Would you like me to stop?
the Santa would be safe and warm in the North Pole if she used a puffalo.
This whole episode is like right in the feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, we moved around so much.
This is definitely a new story for him.
She only asked for presents for you guys. God, your mom would say, oh, no, we water that seed.
Wow.
She wrote me once a month. The amazing things going on with you guys.
2 of us decided to die.
I don't know if either of them decided to die. Definitely Nell didn't.
Yeah.
She knew the price the rest of us pay when someone does that, and she did it anyway. There's nothing she was going through that wouldn't have been okay.
No, it says, don't worry. We're safe in here. It makes us indivisible. Bear voice, I think you mean invisible. I meant what I said, Bear.
She mentioned something in one of her monthly letters that might have raised the flag of how you like to hold back information when a family member off themselves.
I mean, there's a history there, but they don't know why.
We've all got questions. I think it'd be swell if you give us a few answers for a change.
It's like a therapy session for them all right now.
Let's start with that call you got from Mrs. Dudley and what exactly she said about...
So Dudley found her.
She wasn't herself.
She was seeing a new therapist since...
Wait, she called you?
Yeah, the day it happened. She called Steve.
Putting their stories together.
I talked to her that night. She said the bent neck lady was back. You don't...
Hereditary. You let her believe all that bullshit. Ignore the signs and you hope it'll go away and then you hope...
Jeez.
I held back anything. It was to protect you kids. He's entitled.
What? What?
Oh my gosh.
You're entitled to your anger.
Remember why we're...
Well, what else am I entitled to?
A lot is coming out now.
Before you start talking about the truth, Steve.
Oh.
Theo's drunk. I'm just pissed. And this is the...
Theo.
Take a step
there
back,
we go.
okay?
I thought...
Was it gonna come out that Kevin's taking money?
Exploit all of us for some blood money. That's why none of us ever took your fucking money, Steve.
Everyone took money.
Dictate how we all grieve our dead. Fuck! God, don't touch me!
Jeez.
This went downhill so fast.
Yeah.
I took his fucking money. I got my degree.
Fucking glad that I took it.
Steve kept it a secret this whole time.
You'd live under my roof? No, let me get this right. Live under my...
Oh my god.
You won't have a problem paying for a place of your own, will you?
Oh, kicking her out.
Fuck both of you! Blood money!
If I were you, I'd get down off that high horse before I
If
fall.
you were me, you wouldn't be
Don't say it.
embarrassing myself?
We took the money too.
Oh my god, he came out with it. It's why you're able to stay afloat. You keep giving discounts and wondering why your business still works.
We keep cutting prices down to cost. Was I supposed to keep the business going? I mean, their lives.
Oh my god. At least they're getting everything out, but this is brutal.
No.
And this is still all one take again after that one cut.
Here, everybody out.
They're just crushing it right now.
You have to move out?
Perfectly.
What? What the hell?
Cheryl.
Oh my god, what happened? What?
Do you think this is cute?
You were
Why would I
standing
do something
here.
No. Oh my god.
Damn it.
I'm way too stressed. Everyone please
Where's
stay
your
together.
breaker box?
Oh. No.
Nell.
Oh. Where'd she go?
Nell?
Oh my god, what a transition. This is so stressful.
Just put batteries in. Be right back.
The way that like hallways and different doors light up with the lightning. The mom says she sees people too.
Nellie.
This is like one of our few times following the mom around by herself during night.
Really?
Oh. Oh no. The old lady. Please let this be Nellie. What the fuck? That's new.
She was not concerned.
Well, I mean, she says she sees people.
Liv?
Oh no. Great, where'd she go?
Liv!
No. She just maybe following the little wheelchair.
Kids okay down there? Hey!
Is this the way to the red room?
I don't know. Something's wrong with her.
Yeah. What the fuck? Just a dead end?
Liv! How the hell did you...
This is way too bad. How are you calm right now?
Liv, you better stay away from these windows.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ! Liv! Jesus! What were you doing?
What the hell just
I looked
happened?
in the bed. I'm having the strangest dream.
Oh no. They're all just right there, right? Except for Nell?
Even I saw it. I think it was a big dog. I didn't see any glowing eyes, but it was in here.
Okay, the family needs to stick together.
Maybe not towards the wolf.
Yeah, you don't have anything to fend off a...
Again?
This is the worst. What?
Where'd you go?
Oh my god, I was like waiting. Oh.
Oh, you're just wandering around in the dark?
Aren't we all?
This episode is just blowing my mind.
You should take the buttons off.
That neck lady, you think she was, I mean, this whole time was...
Yeah.
Wow.
She didn't do this to herself.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Neither did Mom, did she?
That's a complicated question.
Did they...
I'm so glad they're on the same page.
Yeah. Did they talk about Nell being the bent lady or thinking it was the bent lady that killed her?
No, I think they think that she is.
Ellie didn't kill herself.
They gotta just get everything out right now.
Get it all out there.
It's not protecting them anymore.
Nell didn't kill herself. The house did. And you don't understand Hill House, Steve. You never did.
My God, the wrong parent died!
Oh.
They were fighting.
Yeah.
Get down. Sit down.
I have to fix her makeup.
Wait.
Oh no. Who's this guy again? I mean, I remember him for the first episode, pretty much.
Screaming and shouting, and none of you could see me. Why couldn't you see me?
Jeez. It's like she was crying out for help, just like she was when she was older.
So glad you're okay.
Come on.
I was right here. I didn't go anywhere. Nobody could see me.
All right, that was episode 6 of The Haunting of Hill House. What'd you think?
Oh, that was rough.
That was a very rough whole episode, but specifically last like minute.
I feel like the connection between Nell and Luke is just like so powerful, and it's so heartbreaking to see Luke going through this without Nell.
Yeah.
Now, it's just like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, the storyline with Luke in episode 4 destroyed me. And this last like minute, just transitioning between Luke and Nell as kids, and Luke like begging Nell never to leave him again, and then cutting back to, you know, present time when Nell has passed away and Luke is alone.
Yeah.
And just, you know, that theme of that she was right there the whole time, screaming and shouting for him.
Yeah.
And no one saw. And it's just like, you know, a lot of the times the people who need the help, they're screaming and shouting for help, but it just goes unnoticed.
Yeah.
And that was just so devastating to see, I guess, just like masterfully displayed in a TV episode.
Yeah. I mean, every episode just gets better.
Yeah.
Like, every episode is like, wow, this is amazing. How can they top this? And they do.
Yeah, I mean, the last 3 episodes I pretty much have said like, oh, this is the best one yet.
Yeah.
And this is the best one yet.
Yeah. I mean, from the start, we talked about the shots.
Yeah, just on a technical level, I mean, this episode primarily is 2 one-take shots. You have your first one take that cuts with Luke, and then you have your second one take when you're kind of going through Hill House, and then it comes back. I think the dad lighting the candle and Luke lighting the candle in present time, and then it was Luke and the dad talking.
Yeah.
So the majority of the episode was just those 2 one takes, and they did some amazingly impressive stuff. The acting was on point, bringing characters in and out of scenes. Just on a technical level, this episode was fantastic. And then on the story level, the writing is insane, and just how much was done in this episode.
Yeah. I feel like we got a lot out between them. This was the episode. We kind of talked about in the beginning our predictions for the episode.
Yeah.
And they did all come together.
Yeah, we were thinking now that we're done with all the siblings, the next logical step is that they would all have to be essentially in the same area.
Right. So they all come together for Nell. And I mean, I guess one of the parts that stands out to me is Luke and the dad. They're on the same page, which I'm just happy that somebody is on the same page as Luke.
That somebody is talking about the strangeness of their lives in current. Everyone has their reasonings for what's going on, but we did see at least Luke and the dad connecting on some point.
Right. And I like that they understand that Nell did not kill herself.
Yeah. And the dad, you know, he didn't flat out say that the mom didn't kill herself, that it's a more complicated story.
Right.
So, you know, we saw some very interesting stuff with Liv, with the mom this episode. Her first major experience, we had her say that she sees people in the house too.
Yes.
And this was what she claims to be like sleepwalking. Which,
right. But she basically has no recollection of what happens while she's
and it's like
wandering.
It was like she was like following ghosts around the house, and then all of a sudden comes to.
And it wasn't even like she was walking through the house, because she was like teleporting. That was a dead end on that house. She went back and forth in the hall. She'd be across the house. Like, this wasn't just her walking through the house.
No, this was literally her just like you said, teleporting from place to place. Like,
right.
Whatever her connection is to seeing people, I feel like it's a little bit more. I mean, it's the same with Nell. I mean, Nell literally was just still right there, just invisible to everyone. Which goes back to her story of talking about the tent being magical and being invisible from the scary bear outside. And so,
right.
You know, there was some heavy supernatural stuff that went on in this episode with Nell and the mom, who are the two people who are currently passed away.
Right. And we finally talk about the house, like it being the house.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to learn more about that. But I'm just happy. I'm so happy that Luke and their dad are on the same page. I want to talk about Shirley, because Shirley has been maybe my least favorite sibling. She just seems like just so uptight and a little bit judgmental. You know, the way that she kept Luke from Nell's wedding and just small things like that.
Yeah, putting Theo down.
Right. And obviously she was very passionate about them not taking the money, and she was extremely hurt in finding out that they were. And I know her husband was doing what he needed to do to keep their business afloat, but he was still lying to her, and lying to her about something that was she was very passionate about.
Oh yeah, no, that was a devastating lie. And it seemed to be bubbling, and we're like, okay, who's going to expose it? And he came out with it himself.
And I like that they did that. I like that they had him be the one to expose it, because you don't need that type of anger on Steve.
Right. If Steve would have done it, it would have just been another moment where Steve was a shithead. And we saw a few episodes of Steve being a really great big brother when he was younger and stuff. And, you know, when he saw that wolf thing, he still believed it, even though he dismissed the glowing eyes. He still was like, well, yeah, I do. You know, so we had some moments of Steve being okay. So yeah, if it would have been anyone else other than her husband, it just would have been too much for that character to expose that big of a secret in their relationship.
Right. And then it kind of ties back to kind of the judgment that was happening with Steve's relationship.
Yeah.
With Theo and with Shirley. So there's a lot intertwined, but obviously we can't not talk about the husband and Theo.
Yeah, which, I mean, it's not like we saw them kissing. It looks very bad. But what we've seen from this show before is that looks are often deceiving.
Yes.
When we first saw Luke, it looked like he was very high on drugs or coming down. And the reality was he has never been this clean in his life, practically.
Yeah, and he was suffering because of Nell.
So what really happened in that room, that's going to be very interesting to explore. It could just be something as simple as, you know, they were having an affair, but I think it's maybe something more. And what's also surprising to me is, what's the significance of this ghost that Shirley sees? We saw him once,
yeah,
and now we see him again. Who is this guy? Is he a past lover or something? When the first time she saw him, was she upset with her husband or something? I know the husband just walked out of the room.
Yeah.
And we saw him, and he's always drinking and toasting. So I don't know. There has to be some significance to seeing this ghost twice, 5 episodes apart.
Right. It is very odd that we just nothing.
Because if it would have been Nell or her mom or something, then you would have been just like, okay, she's just grieving still or something like that. But it was this random guy again,
yeah,
that we still don't know anything about.
Right. So very interesting that she went to him, that memory, that ghost, whatever it is, that he appeared after like seeing something traumatic.
Because I don't remember if she saw the checkbook first and then saw him or something. So almost like, you know, when she's upset at her husband or something, she's fantasizing about this ghost guy. I don't know. But
very interesting. I'm sure we'll see him again. Sure we'll get some sort of background.
Yeah. Some sort of answers for that for sure. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot. I mean, the biggest thing is how much people kind of got off their chest. I mean, Steve and the dad, you know, started really yelling at each other to the point where Steve said, I pretty much wish you died instead of mom.
Yeah.
And so far what we've seen of everything from the dad in the past, I mean, he kept his family together the best that he could. Like, at no point have we seen something in the past to think that the dad is anything other than a great person.
Yeah, I mean, we still don't know if like he completely kind of abandoned the family, if he was like incarcerated. Like, we don't know exactly what happened. And I think the biggest flaw with the dad is that it does seem like he does keep a lot of things. Yeah. And I think I don't think he's coming from a bad place. I think he really is trying to protect them. But they're adults now. I think
it makes a lot of sense when all of your kids are very, very young. You're not going to be like, yeah, mom was a ghost. Sorry, kids.
Yeah.
You know, so it made sense why he was so protective and kept everything to himself when they were young. But now they're all fully grown adults and they need to get past this event. So continuing to hold all of this information or treat them like children. I mean, when he walked into the room, he literally saw them all as children.
Yeah.
He needs to see them all as adults and treat them like that. And he started to explain a little bit to Steve, and Steve started dismissing it. And he was kind of like, you asked, you wanted to know, I'm telling you, and now you're not believing me. So I think that's going to continue. I think he's going to keep talking about the reality of what he knows, and the kids can either accept it or not.
Right, and I think at some point we're gonna have to see him potentially speaking to his wife.
And because he wasn't afraid of Nell's ghost, when he saw Nell all bent and stuff, like he was like, no, Nell, and like tried to walk towards her.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of people in this family who are obviously very familiar with seeing ghosts.
Yeah.
We know Shirley keeps seeing them. We saw Steve saw his mom and was like, get it together, Steve. It wasn't like he dropped his glasses.
Like he was shocked.
Yeah, he wasn't shocked. It was more like, okay, he's seen his mom before. He already saw Nell. Is there anyone, now think about it, there's no one who hasn't seen something yet. Everyone's seen something. The dad has seen them, and Theo, at least we saw Theo see the Mr. Smiley and stuff. So it's not really a ghost.
Yeah.
But everyone has had enough very unexplainable experiences that I think the more that they talk to each other about what happened, the more they'll start to believe each other and put things together, because stuff does not seem settled. Whatever's going on, the house is not satisfied.
Yeah, no, I mean, it almost surprises me at this point with Steve how much he pushes back.
Yeah.
When it's like how much does this stuff have to like slap you upside the head?
Yeah, he literally had Nell screaming in his face to the point where he fell down to the ground.
Right. So
you have a lot of proof here that stuff is going weird.
Yeah. So it's a lot to unpack. I mean, the show is incredible. I mean, we only have, what, 4 more episodes?
Yeah.
I feel like there is still a lot of questions, but we're getting
yeah.
so much.
Oh, the show does such a great job of giving you enough to keep you happy. But yeah, there's still a lot to get through.
Yeah.
But this episode, technically, so amazing. The writing, how much I enjoyed seeing everyone interact with each other, even if it was devastating. And easily one of the saddest moments to a television show I've seen in a very, very long time.
It's been a while since I cried like that.
Yeah, that just the story between Luke and Nell, the child actors knock it out of the park, the adult actors knock it out. All of it is just flawless.
Yeah.
And what they're going through, completely unrelated to a ghost story or anything, is just so meaningful. So I love it.
Yeah, I love the show. Definitely one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah. So if you would like to see the full-length reaction to this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links will be in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.